Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff Relaford, coming to y'all on another episode, people, of the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. Yo, what's up? How's everybody doing on this Wednesday? Because Wednesday is good for me, everybody. Monday is radio. Wednesday is the podcast, baby. Man, I really want to start off by saying real fast, people, big ups to my Chicago network of people. I didn't know when I first started getting introduced to this network of people that I didn't know they was going to show your boy all this love. I had no idea. And I just want to tell y'all in Chicago, thank you for embracing your boy. Y'all know who y'all know who y'all are. I don't have to say a lot of names, a lot of people, but y'all tune into this show. Y'all make it what it is. Y'all have added more value to it, and y'all have made me see that Life Coach Jeff is needed in more than one area. And I appreciate y'all for that, man. So I really had to say that before I kind of get into everything else. I had to make that statement because we went to another Unity Showcase concert at Ambitious Entertainment. Big ups to Diva at Ambitious Entertainment. She always got stuff going on, hosting events. It was a good event. And we went, saw some of my people there. I got some good compliments from the following, yo. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the compliments. I appreciate the people that's tuning in. I appreciate the love being shown. So big ups to the Chicago network, Chicago fam. Hey, man, y'all are loved and appreciated. And anytime y'all want to come on the show, y'all just ask, baby. I got you. So, we're going to hop right into where we at. So guess what, baby? We are right here at the Vibe Studios at 2075 Rush Place in Lake Station, Indiana. It consists of Ron Reeder, the VNO, myself with Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, Smooch, who is Smooch Wallace. If you don't know him, please get to know him. And Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. Guess what we do here, people? What we do is we will produce your podcast and or your radio show. So if you need a place to film or if you need a place to go live from, if you are looking to share an audience and expand your audience, come over here to the Vibe Studios, baby, because this is what we do. We get you started. We have a whole setup here for you, 3-camera setup for you. Boom, boom, boom. We got so you can get the recordings, all this other stuff, man. We take care of you. So y'all come out here to 2075 Rush Place or inquire through us about the Vibe Studios. So that's how we roll. And also, I do have to let y'all know about this because before I get into, my stuff, what I got going on, I need to let y'all know about this. Boom, baby, the Show Love Unity Showcase at the Loft at 752 Broadway in Gary, Indiana, man. Hosted by Shondell and co-host Shauna. Yeah, y'all heard it right. Shauna. Shondell is going to be there co-hosting with Shauna. Shauna is right from near the city and everything, man. I believe it was she grew up Cal City, something like that. I don't want to butcher it. I don't want to mess it up. But she from the area, people. And she's showing some love and she co-hosted with Shondell. So y'all, we got a plethora on the lineup. I'm going to mention our own Smooch Wallace because he's a part of the group. He will also be there performing live at the Show Love Unity Showcase. But I've said what I had to say. Somebody else can say it better. So here it is.
Shondell presents Raw Radio Power 92.3 Show Love Unity Showcase. Sunday, June 23rd at the Loft, 752 Broadway, with performances by Mario Bar, J Miss. It ain't no competition. Who wants to compete with? Say they taking over, sleeping nice. G-Mar, 3P. Also performing live is Get the Realest, Madman D, the General, MMOB, yes, sir, and Raw Radio in the Vibe. We'll be broadcasting live 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. This event is sponsored by Heating and Air Conditioning in Hazel Crest. Don't miss it.
Boom, baby. Like I said, y'all heard the person say it. That he can say it better than I can. They can say it better than I can. But yes, y'all come out to the show Love Unity Showcase once again. That is June 23rd, a Sunday from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m., man. Like I said, the Vibe Studios will be there with Raw TV Radio. We will be recording live from 6 to 10 p.m. Y'all come out, baby. And we're selling tickets as well, baby. Tickets are $30. That includes your entry to the show, and also food is included in that bad boy. Because I know sometimes, listen here, I know sometimes people, they be looking, they like, what's included in this ticket? Food is included along with the show, people. So I'm just letting y'all know. Tickets are $30 each. You can hit up myself, Mary Selena K, Smooch Wallace, or Ron Reed, because we are all selling tickets to this event. But y'all go ahead, inbox me personally. I already got some tickets sold. If you need any more, man, I will shoot you the Cash App, boom, bada bam, and we'll get you going, baby. So y'all come out to the show, Love Unity Showcase. And also, we ain't forget, people. Boom, I got a day in a man cave coming up. June 15th from 1 to 4 p.m. 3031 JF Mahoney Drive in Hammond, Indiana, which is the Gene Shepherd Community Center. For y'all who don't know y'all way around Hammond like that. It is free admission. This is an all men's event. Free admission, people. Come on. I told you I was working on getting somebody for the massages, baby. I got somebody for the massages. So we have a food vendor. We have massages. We have financial literacy. And we will also have a panel of men also for you to hear thoughts from. So we will make this interactive. We will discuss things with you all. We will talk about things. And that's the plan, yo. So y'all come out, man. I know if you're a man and you're looking for, you just want to get your voice heard. You want to get your opinion out there. You want to be able to talk about things that you're going through. Y'all come out June 15th, the day before Father's Day, from 1 to 4 p.m., a day in the man cave, baby. Hosted by your boy, Life Coach Jeff. So, all right. We in the mix, baby. We in the game. Oh, and also, I have to let y'all know about this, too. I'm sorry, man. It's just so much stuff. Let me see if I can pull this up very quickly. As my boy Jared says, expeditiously. That's his word. Oh, boom. Also a part of the show Love Unity Showcase. We are also selling Smooch Section t-shirts. Now, they are $20, people. If you buy a ticket and you go ahead and buy a shirt, we will make you a part of the Smooch Section. So please contact the Vibe at 219-301-2780 for these tickets. Not for the tickets, but for the t-shirts to be sold for the show Love Unity Showcase, and be a part of the Smooch Section, people. We need you there. We got to pack the Smooch Section out, baby. We got to pack it out. So y'all remember to get y'all t-shirts starting at $20, the Smooch Section. Yes, y'all. Okay. Now that I got all the announcements out of the way, people, y'all read the title of the show. It's simple. Simple. Just 3 words. What is love? What is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Okay, I just had to say that. I ain't to sing in the group. I don't do that, people. I stay in my lane. I stay right here. But yes, y'all, what is love? You know, love, let's be honest, y'all. Love can be defined as a number of things. Some people look at love as a feeling or an emotion, right? Some people look at it through love as being the actions that they do, right? I know me, I tend to look at love as I've gotten older. I tend to look at love from an action standpoint. Yes, my emotions and feelings, they mean something. They do. I can look at that part of it and say, okay, well, I know I feel a certain way about this person. I know I love this person, right? So I can honestly say that. But with that being said, though, I look at it more as if a person loves you, certain things that they'll do for you. So that's how I look at it. I know men and women, we wired differently. You know, y'all, we are wired differently. So when we're wired differently, what's going to happen is people going to be like, well, you know, love is a feeling and emotion. When I say people, I mean women, the opposite sex of us. They're going to be like, well, you know, love is just the emotion. I get that part too. I understand. But I also know that between men and women, you know, we tend to show our love in different ways. But at the end of the day, I love it how we say men show love. How do we say men show love? By the actions, right? And we say women show love by emotion. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. At the end of the day, when y'all really think about it, just put it in perspective like this. Excuse me. You have two people who are giving. So why wouldn't love be about the action portion of it? I don't believe that's a man or woman thing. I believe I'm gonna tell y'all this. The only thing that separates this, it makes this a male versus female thing, is the fact that women are more expressive emotionally than men. We know this. It's a fact. Boom, bada bam, done with it. That part doesn't even have to be argued. So that is the reason why it's a man versus woman thing, because men tend to express by the actions that they do, women express by the emotions. But at the end of the day, whether you express by action or emotion, you're still giving something. You're still putting something out for somebody to receive. So I kind of, when I listen to these discussions and people always talk about, well, I do this and I do that and I do this and I do that. Guess what? I know what you do. You should know what they do too. You should look somebody in the face and tell them your actions are duly noted. I know what you do for me. But is that enough for you to recognize what you do for me and notice what I in turn do for you? Y'all know the saying, people. You tend to miss it. You don't tend to miss it until it's gone. Y'all know that, man. Y'all know how it goes. You tend to miss the thing that somebody was providing for you until it's gone. Because that's what I've learned. I've learned that, just from being young, growing up. I'm 34 now. I'm 34. And from just being young and growing up, as I start to mature more, because I know I'm mature, but we always mature more as we age, right? We're always learning things. We're always constantly building on information that we get. And what I'm learning is that once I'm building off this information of love, I'm like, yo, two people are giving. It's up to two people that are in a relationship to accept what each other is, quote unquote, my wife hates this saying, bringing to the table. Yep, bringing to the table. What two people are bringing to the table. Two people got to recognize that. It's not all just on one person, y'all. It's not on one person. I strongly believe if something is going to be on one person, you need to strongly assess and pay attention to what you saying. Because, baby, if you saying that it's all on one person, you were gladly mistaken. You are gladly mistaken. Because at the end of the day, what this all boils down to is two people, and this can work for friendships too, everybody. Let's put this in a perspective. Let's put this in a perspective for friendships also. Whenever you have two people, and we'll just say the opposite sex, because if you have two men that are friends with each other, it's an understanding. Two women that are friends with each other, they have an understanding. But see, my best friend is a woman. And with my best friend, I know that it's certain places that she fits into my life. If she didn't, she wouldn't be my friend, right? Now, I ain't talking about code words for you people too. Some people like to use code words, call them your, what do they say? That's just my friend, right? That's just my friend, or that's just my homeboy, my homegirl. That's sis. Nah, when I say sis, baby, it's sis for real. Like that's where we at. You are my sister. And I'm not going to cross that line. And that's another thing, people. We got to have healthy boundaries. See, love can get misconstrued when we don't have boundaries. Let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about boundaries in love for a quick moment, right? Boundaries in love. A lot of times people will come around and they'll say, oh, well, I can't give someone all of me. I'm sorry. That's my woman voice, y'all. And a man will say, sometimes, your boy is guarded. I got to be guarded. I was taught not to show no emotion when I was younger, because, you weak. I ain't trying to be no punk. All right. That's cool. But at the end of the day, Could love also be while you're giving, okay, while you're giving and offering somebody, while you're bringing something to the table, can it also be a way of expression? That emotional part, that feeling part, that expression, right? You know, when you love somebody, aren't you the most vulnerable at times when you love somebody? Now, I do know some people will retreat. There are some people that we have in this world that will retreat from conversation or commitment, right? We say people have a lot of problems with commitment. I think some people really have to find out if they want to be single or not. I don't think a lot of people have a problem with commitment because I think commitment is a very strong word to say. Because let's break it down. When people are committed, they choose to be committed to what they want to be committed to. Projects, business, jobs, right? Jobs can be the number one example. We stay committed to jobs every day of our lives. What do? We get up every day and we do the same thing repetitive. That's what we do. So when we have conversations like that, we also have to remember people that I don't think people have a problem with commitment. It's just what they plan on committing to, you know? So some people might say, okay, boundaries in marriage, right? Certain things you're not supposed to do when you're married to someone. We all know what those things are, people. Cheating, adultery, all that. We all know what those things are. You know, some people would look and say, oh, okay, just because just because you talk to that specific man or woman, some people look at that as cheating too. You know? But we've designed that. That's a whole nother conversation, man. Oh my gosh. If I wanted to get real deep into that, I could. And we can start talking about culture. But that's something for me and my man Medium Monix to jump into. We're going to have him up here too, man. So we can have some dialogue and go back and forth. Medium Monix is a good mind, y'all. He's a great mind, great personality for Shop Talk 7 and 106.3. Shout out to him and his show with Bonnie BB. You know, it's something like that. Yo, it's amazing. It's amazing. Just the type of conversation and the ideas that this man has. Now, not everybody can accept it, but you know, when you start pulling in the facts and you start looking at stuff, you know. But these are facts pertaining to love, people, and that's going to be for another episode. But yes, you got to remember, it's a way of expression. Can it be a way of expression? You know, can love be a way of expression also? Now, just because you don't express, that doesn't mean it's bad or not okay for somebody else to express. I'm going to tell you one of the things I had to learn, especially with me being married to my second wife now. One of the things I greatly learned was anything that you're not used to will always make you uncomfortable. So let's clear that out there. Let's put it out there on the table. Let's say it so it's already said. So that way, when I'm saying this stuff, you're not going to be too combative. You're not going to be too tripped out. Okay? From the point on down from the conversation, always remember this. Anything that you are not used to, or it is not in your daily routine, it is going to make you feel uncomfortable. So I want you to keep this in a perspective, people. Could it be that maybe you're having a hard time with the person that you're with because you're not used to the way that they express? You've never had anybody come into your life and express in a way that is particular to that person. But now you have met this person and that is how they express. So now that's what you're left with. Now, come on, y'all. You shouldn't take the easy way out and just want to up and leave. Now, once again, we can apply this to friendships as well, preferably to male and female friendships. You know. You got to be used to how somebody can express. Now, friendships are on a different level than marriage, okay? We know this. We're not going to state the obvious for the conversation. We know that friendships and marriage are different. It comes with a different set of rules, different set of territory. But the thing is, we have to remember there's always a baseline for a relationship. There's always a foundation for a relationship. So that is what we have to remember. Let's talk about the foundation of love, you know. You know, there has to be trust built up for that, right? You have that same trust that you have built up with a friend. You're able to apply that to your wife or husband when we start talking about love. When we start talking about love, people. That was a weird sound that was made through the coffee. I know y'all probably heard that, but it's okay. We're going to keep plugging along. Anyway, y'all probably wasn't paying attention to it, but I paid attention to it. I heard it. But anyway, yes, yo, you have to be okay with how a certain person expresses their love. You know, some people are over dramatic. Some people are a little more eccentric. Some people are more out there. Some people tend to be more reserved. You know, some people tend to be more reserved. But at the end of the day, it is always up to you. Come on. I say this stuff everywhere. It's up to you, the person. You, the person. I'm pointing right to the camera. You, the person, in order to recognize the good in someone. Come on, y'all. We've all experienced this. I'm not the only one. We have all experienced this, to where we get into a new relationship. Everything is love and gravy in the beginning. Because what you're doing, you're spending a lot of time with this person. You're going in and out, all this other stuff like that. And depending on if you're the guy, you probably over her house a lot. Or if you were the woman, you are over his house a lot. You know, there's a lot of interaction without any established boundaries or limitations yet. Because y'all are, quote unquote, getting to know each other, right? Getting to know each other. So you have to learn these boundaries and limits as you go. So that's why, people, I'm telling you, take the time to learn progression of someone. That does not always happen overnight. That does not always happen overnight, people. You have to take your time. And you have to be intentional. Ooh, is love intentional? Come on, we asking questions. What is love? But is love intentional? You know, is it intentional? Is it something that you seek? Is it something that you must have? You know, do you need that emotion? Do you need love in order to be with somebody? Because there's some people that don't believe in love, but they believe in companionship. Okay. Is love companionship? Ooh. Let's rest on that for a minute. Is love companionship? Now, in the world that we live in today in 2024, you know, there are a lot of different ways that people are moving around. There are a lot of different belief systems or just beliefs in general that we have in this new age of this new year. Just in this new year alone, it's a lot going on, yo. I'm not going to expound upon it because that's not for me to do, but you know, it's my show. I can go ahead and expound upon it if I want to, but I'm not going to do that because I don't feel like it. Maybe we'll say that for another episode. But with all the ways of expression and everything that people are allowed to do, you know, is love just companionship? Could it be just you just having a cuddle buddy, kicking it with somebody? Because as I'm talking, I'm understanding that the underlying fact, the underlying, not even issue that we have, but the underlying subject matter or something that we could bring to the forefront of this is that another person is always involved. I kind of feel that you can't have love. Now, you can have love for yourself, okay? But you can't have love between two people if you don't have another person. It's very interesting. You know, you just kind of open up the mind a little bit. You think about it, you know. So what love is companionship then, right? If you're yearning to be with somebody and to be with that person, that's what love is, baby. Love is companionship. Come on, man. Life Coach Jeff dropping these nuggets out here. So it's love is a number of things. But is it really the type of companionship that you want? Okay. Do you feel the need to love? Now, you could show love to somebody. Now, when we start talking about love, showing love and in love. Come on, showing love and in love. Do you see how all of these things are questioned? You know, I kind of feel that back in the day, a lot of that was straightforward. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at the just old school values and how things were. But as again, the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. So this just means the same things and same thoughts, processes, and ideas that were back when we're still doing them the same. We just have a different mental state pertaining to it. Same actions, same thought process in some cases, but we just move a little bit different pertaining to the era. So, come on, y'all. Just think about this stuff. Just really think about it. We talk about love being companionship. We talk about love being, is love everything? I'm just throwing it out there, people. Some people say love is everything. That's everything. Girl, what does everything mean? Tell me what everything is. It would just be everything. What's everything? Everything is everything. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. Well, don't say it. No, I'm just playing. No, y'all. But once again, people, we talking about what is love, yo? What is love? Is love contractual? Can love be contractual? Some would say yes. Some would say no. Now, I tend to take the stance on it as when we start looking at the laws of the land and such and how we live. I would like to think now the society, and for quite some time now, society has made love a contractual thing. We have all types of things like prenuptial agreements. We have all types of things that we could put in amendments and wills and all that stuff, and assets and properties and different things can get shifted along based on how the heck you treat me. So can love be contractual? I would like to think, people, if I have the power to write something in the living, amend it while I'm alive, and when I die, I'm still in control of where my assets go in death. I would like to think to some degree and extent, love is contractual, people. To some extent. So where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? Where do we take all of this? Where do we take it all? Process it. And really say to ourselves, okay, what am I truly looking at here? Do I want the feeling and the emotion? Because I feel to an extent. We all want the feeling of emotion. We all want companionship. We all do. We all want companionship to some level or some degree. As I stated, this can be friendship, or this can be marriage, or you're courting somebody. You're looking to date. You want to take something to the next level with somebody. These are all different avenues and things to look at. So where do you draw the line at? For some of my artist friends out here, some of my people who out there doing a lot of big moves and everything, where do you draw the line? Are you going to get a prenup to cover your assets, to make sure you are protected, to make sure just in case if something happens after a certain time period, that person can't end up with half? Are you gonna take those types of precautions? Let's just be real. For the successful women out there, because we have a lot of successful women out there. Are y'all getting prenups too? Now, I think that's very different. I believe now you see these successful women coming along, and now they talking about, well, I want a prenup. Like, but baby, why you need a prenup, baby? Well, I just want to protect. Well, I thought love was, I thought if you love me, why do you need to get a prenup? If you love me, why you need to protect your stuff? Isn't it? Didn't you say what's yours is mine and what's mine is ours? So we got everything encompassing under the same umbrella. What's yours is mine and what's mine is ours. Boom. We just came full circle, baby. So I'm just saying. So, baby, why you need a prenup? Contractual love, baby. I'm trying to tell you. Some of y'all gonna get in trouble with this contractual love. All right, but real quick, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick quick break here. And then when we come back, I'm going to also show y'all a promo, what we got coming up with on Father's Day, y'all. On Father's Day, man, I had the pleasure of doing a live taping of, not a live taping, but yeah, live taping. We can say that because we had an audience stuff. Live taping of a Father's Day episode for Shop Talk 7, y'all. This joke is going to be amazing. It's going to be great. So, yeah, we'll take this quick break. I'll remind y'all where we at real quick, and then I will run that ad also. All right, y'all. We will be right back. Y'all saw that, baby. Y'all go ahead and save the date because we got a special airing, the Father's Day episode for Shop Talk 7 coming out on Father's Day, y'all. Once again, I had the pleasure of sitting down with these men, and we had great discussion just about fatherhood in general, you know, what it is to be that father or to, in my case, I lost a child. You know, I expressed that a little bit more on the show. So Life Coach Jeff got a little bit more candid with y'all. And yes, it's going to be a great one. Y'all tune into that, please, because we are definitely going to air that on Father's Day. And it's going to be an amazing show. So y'all pay attention to that. And also, once again, people, y'all on the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. And it would not be the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast without talking about a day in the man cave, baby. Yes. June 15th from 1 to 4 p.m. at 3031 J.F. Mahoney Drive in Hammond, Indiana, 46323. Presented by your own life coach, Jeff Relaford. It is free admission to men because this is an all men's event. Free admission for the man out there. Vendor spots are available. You know, we might be able to fit a couple more in there. If you got something pertaining to what you want to do in terms of your business and whatnot, you feel that you can cater to men, come on out. I have a food vendor, people. I have a masseuse coming out. Yes, to do some table massages for y'all. So a masseuse coming out. And we also have Chase Bank coming out also. Yes, Chase Bank will be out to provide some financial literacy for the men, you know, talk about a couple things with them. And then we will also have a panel discussion. Yes, about men's issues and such. So yes, you get to hear Life Coach Jeff talk a little bit, motivate y'all a little bit with these men out here, because you know we going through some stuff. But this is a space where we can all come together and be as one. So y'all tap in June 15th from 1 to 4 p.m. at 3031 J.F. Mahoney Drive in Hammond, Indiana, which is the Gene Shepherd Community Center. So y'all tap in. All right. And I got one more thing. Y'all know I got to play it, y'all. I got to play it. The Show Love Unity Showcase at the Loft. Here we go. Because I'm not the one who could really talk about it, but I know somebody who can.
Sean Dale, the Shout presents Raw Radio Power 92.3 Show Love Unity Showcase. Sunday, June 23rd at the Loft, 752 Broadway, G. With performances by Mario Bar, Jay Menace,
it ain't no competition. Who I'm competing with? Say they taking over, but we sleeping nice.
A three-piece. Also performing live is Get the Realest, Man D, the General, the Zebo, MMOB, and yes, sir, and Raw Radio in the Vibe. We'll be broadcasting live 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. This event is sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning in Hazel Crest. Don't miss it.
Boom, there it is, y'all. Show Love Unity Showcase with your host Shondell and co-host Shauna. Also, DJ K Caesar will be on the 1s and 2s. Also, remember, people, I'm selling tickets for this event, $30 each, and food is included. So y'all hit your boy up, Life Coach Jeff, so y'all can go ahead and grab your ticket for this great event. And also, people, if you go ahead and purchase a Smooch Section t-shirt, starting at $20, we will have you a part of the Smooch Section. Come on, man. Y'all be a part of the Smooch Section. It's a good time, people. We're going to have fun. You don't know. We might have a little something else extra for you. We don't know. I don't know. But y'all go ahead. When y'all copy your ticket, go ahead and buy a t-shirt and be a part of the Smooch Section. Come on, man. Come on, support our brother. And let's get it. So, all right, y'all. Once again, we talk about what is love. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Okay, some of y'all heard that in the beginning, but like I said, I'm gonna just stay in my lane right here. You know, we've hit love, man. We have talked about love on a lot of different angles today, and I asked the question too. I said, where do we draw the line on what love really is? You know, is it good to pick and choose these things that are really subjected to us? You know, in terms of where we fall in love, is it right to pick and choose these things? Should we just let things really fall in line to how, you know, it's just supposed to fall and how it's supposed to happen? You know, I don't believe in coincidence. I believe everything is supposed to happen for a reason. If you were there, it happens. You know, you can't go back in time and fix, you know, what you could have done, or you coming back and doing something better or different and everything. Time is something you can't get back. So can we just accept what somebody gives in terms of love and how we receive it? Can we be adaptable, you know, to someone else in love with you? Will that person be adaptable to how you are in love with them? You know, these are real questions, people, because love is a real thing. And when I say love is a real thing, all these different elements that I spoke of earlier. And if y'all just tuning in now, please go ahead, catch the replay of this bad boy, because we talking about what is love, and all the different elements that I spoke on, things that us as people and human beings, we have to think about today. We have to take into account today. You know, we got the emotional side of it. Oh, we didn't even talk about the physical element of it. You know, is love all physical? You know, some people get out there and they all they know is they believe to just make a connection with somebody is a physical connection. That's all they know. Maybe they've never had anybody express love to them in the right way on an emotional level. Now, let me tell y'all, some people, you know, everybody always says, love me the right way. Okay. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you why I don't like that particular saying, because what you're doing is you're placing it on somebody else to love you a particular way in order for you to show love back correctly. No, baby. That's not how it works. How it works is that you are to show love regardless of how you are treated at times. If you show love, now I'm living witness to this, because I've had to show love in times when I didn't want to. And it's always been a blessing on the other side attached to that. Just because I chose to show love and not anger. I didn't choose to fight. You know, I chose peace over hostility. These are things to think about, people. Because as we move on these journeys, right? As we move on these journeys, we got to remember that when we start really paying attention to all this, each person is an individual. Okay? With love, each person is an individual. All we got to do is learn how to respect these things, respect these parts of people. And it's not on the individual person. It's not on the individual person to love you the right way. Love yourself first. So then in turn, you can set up the boundaries that you wish to set up and that you desire for yourself. But never get to a point to where you're so guarded to where you just can't let nobody in. Don't ever get to the point to where you just can't let nobody in. Because then what you're going to do is you're going to say that the person is the problem. The people that you come in contact with are the problem. Nah, big dog, maybe, just maybe you might be the problem. Maybe my sister, maybe you just might be the problem. We always have to take some time. Come on. I know you looking here. You've been tapping in with me for almost 45 minutes. So look at the screen. And I want to tell you this. Take time to get you right first. Because the only things that can disrupt your life are the things that you allow in to disrupt your life. You hear me? The things that can disrupt your life are the things that you allow inside to disrupt your life. So that tells me that you are in control, right? That tells me that you're in control. My mentor always says, don't ever allow anybody to drive the keys to your car. That's what he tells me. Jeff, you got that key. That's your car you own. You put the key in the ignition, you turn that bad boy you started, and you off to the races, baby. So that's my advice to you on the other end of the screen. No, it's not up for somebody else to love you the right way. If you feel that that person isn't loving you the right way, or you have built an attachment with somebody and it's hard for you to leave, you have to remember, you have to place that accountability on yourself. You built that attachment. Every attachment that I built with my exes, I didn't place no blame on them. I didn't say it was your fault, because I chose to make that attachment between me and another person. Nobody else was involved. The last person I dealt with wasn't involved. The person I dealt with before them wasn't involved. No, I chose to make that connection with somebody. So I did not rely, to bring it back on subject, because we kind of veered off a little bit. I did not rely on just a straight physical connection to be there. So is love just a physical connection? I would say no, it's not just a physical connection. You have to encompass all the things that we have talked about. Physical, emotional, contractual. I believe those are the three major points that we talked about today: physical, emotional, and contractual. Man, that's something, yo. When you start looking at love, conditions. People say love should be unconditional, which is a whole bold-faced lie. Because how we do all of this is through conditions. A lot of y'all won't even date somebody, won't even pick up the phone to call them, if they don't meet certain standards that you already have internally for yourself. So is love unconditional? Truly, no, it is not. Excuse me. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop falling into the hallmark way of this. If as long as you're a human, love will never be unconditional. You have to learn how to work around what you want, what you prefer, what you desire. Learn to work through and around what you desire. Learn that sometimes you're not always going to get what you want on the other end of the deal. Now, for my people out here, I'm not saying if somebody going to beat you or act a fool or do anything. That ain't what I'm saying. We all have enough sense and enough wherewithal to at least we know that that's wrong, and we should try to leave those toxic relationships. We should try to leave those toxic relationships. But what I'm talking about is just like when you got the little stuff going on, when you got the little stuff going on, you can work through that. You can get to know somebody through the little things that they do. Not the crazy stuff, the little stuff that they do. It's certain things that you should be able to at least try to work around. Because I know some of y'all really getting it on that contractual thing. I know it. Oh, I know it. That contractual thing is jumping. Like, hey, when you start building with somebody, building is a real thing. You a man or a woman out here and you moving, you handling your business, guess what? You gonna want to be protected in some type of way. If you got 3-4 cars and the person that's coming to ain't got nothing in their name, guess what? You gonna say, hey, oh, you didn't contribute this to the relationship. So I don't know. I don't know what we gonna do here. You want to get this prenup? And then we gotta have a conversation, like I said earlier. Well, if you really love me. But if the shoe was on the other foot, we know that would happen. Let's be honest, man. What person who really wants to give up half of everything that they worked for? Can we be honest and can we answer this question? Real talk. Who wants to truly give up half of everything that they had to work from zero to the point that they are at now? Could you do that? I want you to think about that. Take a look at exactly where you at right now. Man or woman, are you willing to give up half of what you got right now? Are you willing to do that? That's wild. I bet you about 90% of y'all said, nope. Is love partnership? What I mean by love being partnership is love working together as one. I think that's a very good question. Is love working together as one? Because, we talk about, but we know what it say about marriage. 2 people becoming one flesh, 2 people becoming one. We know what it say about that. But when you start looking at everything else, is love a partnership? Is it 2 people coming together? Once again, we've talked about the things you have to be able to deal with somebody, to recognize on a person. Are you willing? Okay. Are you willing to be in love with somebody and you know that there are certain things that you are going to have to put up with and certain things that you won't have to put up with? Are you willing to do that? Once again, as stated earlier, conditions, people, the conditions are truly there. The conditions are truly there. You have to be the one to go ahead and really map out and see what is going to work for you. Because I'm going to round this out for y'all real quick. We got about, I would say 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. So I'm going to round this out for you. I'm going to tell y'all this. Each and every individual is different. Okay? So with each and every individual being different, find out what works for you. Let's start there. Find out what you like. Find out what you dislike. Who knows? Ma'am, you might have to kiss several frogs in order till you get to the prince. King, it might take you a minute, or prince, it might take you a minute to go ahead and make sure that slipper fits on the right foot until you find your bride. But I'm using these 2 analogies to say, just take some time, figure it out, do the research on you, figure it out first, what it is that you like, and see if you can find somebody who's on that same level as you. I think that's really just sums it all up. Find somebody who's on the same level as you. And if you can't do that, I'm sorry that you can't. But just you got to keep some type of faith that there's somebody out there for you. Now, listen, I ain't telling y'all to go home. Once this show is over with, open up your ice cream and soak. I'm telling you to keep some type of level of faith and know that somebody is out there for you. And ladies, stop trying to fish. Men, we fish. Ladies, stop trying to fish. Stop trying to, some of these women, they had tactics where they trying to do something, you know what I mean? They want to be seen. They want to be heard. Okay, look, baby, he see you. He hear you. See, this is a whole nother conversation too. Sometimes though, men just don't, sometimes we don't want to approach women. Sometimes it could be the way you wear, what you wear, how you carry yourself. What you wear is what you attract. Now, I ain't gonna say that works for everybody. Same with the fellas too. What you wear is what you attract. And with the fellas is just a little different. We don't have things that we can accentuate, but y'all have lumps and humps and curves, so y'all got some stuff to work with. But ladies, stop fishing out here. Let these men go ahead and find you. And men, stop allowing these women to propose to you. If you see her getting down on that knee, let me tell you something. Okay, hold on. Can I just? Okay. Am I set? I'm set. Okay. We're going to look right into this camera. Okay, men, stop allowing these women to propose to you in 2024. If you see a woman, now listen, I'm going to tell you what to look for, man. If you see a woman in front of you, she got a little box in her hand, and she trying to prepare a speech, say, nah, baby, we can't do this here. We got to talk. No, we can't do this here. You got to shut it down immediately. Shut it down immediately. Now, I don't care if it's that love of expression that we talked about. No. I'm sorry. They're just men. I strongly believe he who find a wife find a good thing. Ladies, let him seek you out. Now, I know this might trump what I just said before, because I just sat up here and I said, do whatever works for you. So if you a man that don't mind being proposed to and you'll accept the ring because you don't want to embarrass nobody, I'm sorry. I'm embarrassing. I already got the ring. So we in the game already with me. We in the game. I'm taking. So I'm good. I can speak on subjects of these. So, if you like that big dog, go ahead. Let her get down on one knee. If not, come on. I told you what to look for. If she come out with that box, or she come out walking slow out from around that table, and she got that little smirk on her face, she knows she doing something different. She know it's something different. So fellas, watch out. They own us like hawks. They are on the prowl. Don't let it be you. Don't fall victim to the woman proposal. Okay, so y'all got my stance on that. But like I said, man, everybody is different, yo. Everybody different, So when it comes to this love thing, we hit on a lot of different points. We hit on the physical. We hit on contractual. We hit on the emotional. We hit on everything. We hit on different parts of what love could be or what it could be defined as for a particular person. I hope y'all got out of this that there's not just one way to love. There's not just one way to love. There's multiple ways to love. And be kind, y'all. Be kind to people, okay? Give them a chance. See what they got. Allow them to prove themselves to you until otherwise. Let's not jump the gun so fast when it comes to people. And let's not try to just say, oh, okay, what they done for? They did this to me one time. People make mistakes. Show some grace. Allow some people to make some mistakes in your life and have them fix them. What is love, baby? What is love? So, like I said, y'all, we got about 5 minutes. We got it in, y'all. And listen, man, I appreciate y'all for watching today, man. Yeah, if y'all chimed in, tuned in, thank you. Keep that comment section alive because, yes, I need that dialogue between y'all. Y'all talk amongst each other. Y'all let them know what's going down. I noticed, I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't acknowledge some of the comments that was in the section, but we still got next week, people. We got next week. But y'all go ahead. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening to another episode, people, and watching another episode of the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. And as always, remember, redirect, regroup, refocus. I love y'all so very much, and peace out.